Mitrom and Bandhvom, this is J. Reddy, your presenter at South Asia Maps, your intellectual Kshatriya channel. At South Asia Maps, your presenter will bring you the holistic view of culture, heritage of BARAK. You can connect very easily that historical, ideological, philosophical concepts in this region, how they influence modern political, economic, social events. So you will get a very integrated, broad, holistic concepts. It is not just opening a map and reading you certain districts and walking away. You will get much more fascinating idea that will help you to become a original thinker. That's Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarup and Mahadrishta Sitaram Goyalji of Voice of India, called intellectual Kshatriya. They are called intellectual Kshatriyas of modern time, associated with Voice of India think tank, and Rajarshi Sitaram Goyal ji here, and Maharshi Sri Ram Swarup ji, and Mahagnani Dr. Coenrad Elst from Belgium. Their saga we are talking about. Today's the topic of presentation is BOA. This is the acronym I made. We have POK, Pak Occupied Kashmir, in the western part somewhere here. This is Bangladesh Occupied Assam, or you can say Bengali Mussalman Occupied Assam, to short BOA. Acronym does not matter. So this is a part of series of our playlist: Partition of India, Balkanization of India, Islamic gangsterism-led Ulsterization of BARAK, which is a continuous process that didn't stop there. Even 1947 partition is a peace. Before that, partition of Afghania, round about 1100, after the collapse of Shahia rulers under attack by Islamic Ghazis, the Muhammad of Ghaznavi. Before that, the destruction of the Turkish, Buddhist, Hindu civilization in the Central Asia. Continuous process. So these are all events linked. That's why I put here the prefix continuous in brackets. Partition of India. This is the 12th series. And Bengali occupied, Bengali Mussalman Mumins occupied Assam. Subtitle is Bengali Islamic Proselytes. In the Brahmaputra Valley, Assam Valley, Ahoms Valley, the Congress political party, its derivatives, various secular leaders, converted in this Darul Harb, that Kafiri land or non-Islamic land, into Darul Islam very quickly within the 5-6 decades after truncation of Bharat. This is the very sad story, and you will get a very good idea of that. To give the context here, this is the Bengal, East Bengal and Assam presidency, a broader term Bengal presidency, a princely state of Manipur, princely state of Khasi in the Meghalaya plateau, princely state of Tripura, princely state of Coch-Behar. This was the kingdom, independent kingdom of Sikkim, and Bhutan will be there, and northeast frontier area will be here. This is the Bihar Orissa province, Jharkhand, Vanachal. Darul Islam, Mussalman majority region. Darul Harb, Kafiri majority region. This is the Assam Valley. The important part is GOALPARA. This is the Darjeeling district, to give you the context. Jalpaiguri district in the south of the Himalayan mountains. Darjeeling, Jalpaiguri, Coch-Behar, Rangpur, Dinajpur, and Bogra and Rajashahi. And this is Malda. This is the Ganga river or Padma river, later Pabna and Faridpur, Bakarganj or Barisol. This is the Mymensingh district, Dhaka district. This is the BARAK valley or Surma valley. Sylhet district, BARAK district, Kachari district here. This is the Plateau, Garo district, Kasi, Princely state, Jayantia district. Now north of Brahmaputra, you have Darrang district and Lakhimpur district. This is the NOWGONG. This is the SivSagar and Dibrugarh. This is the Nagaland. Lushai Hills is the Mizoram. These yellow areas are acquired substantial Momin population now. Some are even more than 50-60% of Muslims live. Predominantly GOALPARA district and Kamrup district, that is the Guwahati, NOWGONG region. This is the BARAK valley. Coming to brief history, this region was ruled by Hindu-Buddhist kingdoms like Kamrup, Kachari kingdoms and Jayantia Rajas. Later, Ahoms came from Burma as invaders, but they integrated with local people, developed a fascinating Assamese culture in the Brahmaputra valley. And there was a Adivasi kingdom, Dimasa, and kingdoms. Mughals tried to conquer it, and finally Burmese invaded. British defeated Burmese. After Treaty of Andover 1823 or so, they acquired the entire region. They put their British imperialism there. That means historically there was native rulers here, Hindu, Buddhist. They have came under attack by conquistadors, the Islamic conquistadors, the Christian, that is the Catholic, Portuguese conquistadors in the Chittagong region, later the European conquistadors, and even attacked by the Chinese communist conquistadors. Finally, subverting the native culture, language, religion, demography, finally laid the foundation for synthesis of Machiavellism or secularism of modern times. 1905, the Bengal was partitioned, East Bengal, Assam. That is the area we are looking at right now. A few years later, that was reverted back. Assam province was made. That is essentially the Brahmaputra Valley or Ahoms Valley and BARAK Valley. 1947, it was a partition, and most areas of Sylhet district was given back to East Bengal, Purbi Bengal. A part of Sylhet was kept part of Assam. And after that, large number of Muslims called Mymensingis. This is the Mymensingh, adjoining the Sylhet, south of the Meghalaya Plateau. Mymensingh Muslims came and flooded the land. The Congress leadership, denationalized leaders, encouraged them to come and gave them citizenship, and they established themselves very firmly in Assam now. Now their population is around about 33 to 35% of the entire Assam. Lower Brahmaputra Valley is predominantly Muslims. Where do the Assamese Kafirs will go? That's the question that nobody want to talk, because this is the politically incorrect and Indian statement. What happened to the Sikhs in the Lalpur and West Punjab, Hindus in Sindh and Pakhtunkhwa, Sarhad, Baluchistan, and even recently the Kashmiri Pandits in the Kashmir Valley. Same fate can happen to Assamese Kafirs, and they have to be very, very aware of this and think broadly about this. That's why I have brought you this important concept. When you say Pak-occupied Kashmir, always remember Bengali Musalman occupied Assam Valley. Kafirs are now in island, all the side surrounded by. Here there is a Chinese communist imperialist, Islamic imperialist, Darul Islam. Where will they go? That is the question we should ask. This is our educational channel at YouTube. If you are following me at Share Chat site, please, I request you, subscribe our channel and bring this information to your friends. If you consider this channel is contributing something to your intellectual thought process and growth. Excuse me for my allergies. And this is the main channel. We have more than 150 videos already for you. I am going to put this today's presentation under the playlist of a playlist Partition. We already have 14 or so videos there. Partition 1947. You can look at it further, and you can see this in the historical context. And this is the overall the British Bengal presidency. There were nearly 11 divisions. I have extensive videos on that. You can look at Bengal historic presence. This is the Calcutta region. This is the Burdman division. This is the presidency division. This is the Rajashahi division. This is the Dhaka Mymensingh division. This is the Assam or Brahmaputra Valley division. And this is the BARAK Valley division. After partition, truncation, independence, Muslims came and they were settled by our leaders themselves and given the ration cards, citizenship cards as a vote bank. And they all declared themselves Assamese on the records, even though they are not Assamese. Language does not matter. They are Muslims who fought violently in the street riots at Naukali and direct action day. All these are the people, their forefathers, indoctrinated by the very violent, hate-filled theology of Islam, and they are still now coming there. What will happen to Kafirs living in this area? You should be thinking about it. That's the Bengali Mussalman occupied Assam. Here you can see the Meghalaya Plateau, here GOALPARA district, Kamrup district, Darrang district and Lakhimpur district. This is SivSagar, Dibrugarh, the Naga Hill districts, and this is the NOWGONG, and this is the historic Sylhet district, and so on. Thank you very much, Mitrom and Bandhuvam, for joining me today in the presentation Bengal occupied Assam, Bengali Mussalman occupied Assam when compared to Kafirs in the Kashmir Valley. Now talked about Kashmirs in the Ahom Valley. See you later in other presentations. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.